the channel, and we're just going to be doing more with the MX-5 again. And hopefully today we're going to be getting the engine back in or completely bolted up with the subframe, along with the gearbox. In order for us to do that, we still got a few things we got to do. So first off, we're going to get the fuel lines in. So we got the fuel lines here. We need to clean them up. A little bit of rust on them. We want to make sure they're all good before we put them back in. And then we've also got the engine mounts we need to clean up and paint. And then there's a few bits and pieces in this. So we got some of the engine mounts in here, all the metal pieces. I'm going to just go ahead, get all these engine mounts and get rid of all the rust. I'm going to probably use the vapor blaster for that. All vapor blasted, got rid of most of the rust, as you can see. It's just left with almost bare metal, or it's at least flat. And so what we can do now is I'm just going to go and cover this with some rust converter, just for any bits that have been left. We're going to be painting these brackets, or the engine mounts. So we're going to be painting these as well as these pieces, and then the metal on here as well, just so it's protected. Just gonna go ahead and add some rust converter, and then we'll let that sit while we're waiting for this crank pulley to clean itself, and then we can go ahead and zinc plate that just like the rest of the stuff we've done, like that. So I tried to get this all plated up, didn't quite work out, so it didn't quite stick. What I'm going to do is, instead of zinc plating it, I'm just going to go ahead and paint it along with these pieces once they fully dry. So we're just going to let them all dry, and then once they've dried, we'll go ahead and put some paint on it, probably some just black paint or something like that. The engine mounts have now completely dried with the rust converter, so we can go ahead and start painting them up. We're going to be spraying them, so what we're going to use again is the VHT Wrinkle Black. We're using this here because you don't have to, because it goes over, you don't have to primer it. or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it over there. And it's also heat resistant, and it's decent. It's got a decent corrosion resistance, so I'm just going to use this, the VHT wrinkle. I don't really care about the wrinkles for this, so I can just put it on however I want. It doesn't really matter, because you're not going to really see it when the mounts. Just as long as they don't rust, I'll be happy with that. So I'm just going to go and start spraying, and then once they're dry, we can put them on the engine, and then the engine will be ready to go back into the car. Painted up, so we're just going to leave them to dry, and then we'll come back once they're dry, and then we can put them onto the engine. So the mounts are all dry, looking good, nice and clean, no more rust on them. So I'm just going to go ahead, fit them back onto the engine, and then get the engine off the engine stand, get it up onto the lift. Once it's on the lift, we can put on the clutch, and then we can put it back in the car. I decided I'm not going to put the gearbox in just yet. I'm just going to leave that for now. So I'm just going to put the engine itself in on its own, and then at a later time I can then put the gearbox in, which isn't too hard to do. So we won't be putting that on just yet, but the engine will be going back in today. So I just realised I completely forgot about sealing the sump. I've got to seal that up, so I've got to just take that off now. And you can't take it off while it's on the stand, because we have one of the bolts connected up to it. So we just gotta put it on the lift, and then seal it with some gasket sealer. engine in. Actually it was quite a struggle because of we got this little lip on the concrete, so with the with the lift here. So if I try to go straight on, it would like tip back, so it was kind of dodgy. So I had to end up trying to get the engine up here, and then I moved the lift to the right side, and then jacked it up then through the subframe area here, and then we put it over the subframe and bolted it in. So it's all bolted in. We do have a plank here just to stop, because I don't have the gearbox in right now. This is stopping the engine tilting forward and putting lots of stress on the mounts till I get the gearbox in. Didn't know that was going to happen, so I just put this plank in just to hold it for now. But that's everything in. The engine's looking good. Oh, the engine's looking nice in here. See if we can get a nice picture. There we go. It's looking good. We've got it all back in. There are still a few things I need to bolt up onto the engine itself, like the power steering bracket and stuff like that, and then a few wiring as well that needs to go back up. Yeah, that's about it for this video. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the next one. Possibly put the gearbox in, or maybe clean up a few more parts, but I'm not sure right now. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.